All right.
Your glass actually just came back from the eye doctor.
Yeah.
Convenient that we didn't notice they scheduled her in for an eye exam every year, so she's been 1 year in now. Turns out benefits only pay for it every 2 years.
Yes.
Oh, great.
$200
Wow.
out of pocket.
Yeah. You know what? Our pediatric dentist that we went to is the same. Like it's outrageous what they charge. Outrageous.
So
And
currently
it's not covered.
looking for new optometrist recommendations in Halifax.
And the podcast has begun. Unlike any other. Welcome. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's, well, it's like the first day of summer. It's a pagan ritual that only druids understand. I have no idea what that means, but I just think it sounds good.
You're not a druid.
I don't know what it means.
I kind of thought you were going to say it's taken the world by storm.
Nope, not at all.
But that was a real downer.
No, it's a pagan ritual that only druids understand.
Our whole podcast.
That's right.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad.
Uh-huh.
If it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. First day of summer happens to come right after the best day of the year, Father's Day.
Yes, you're
Father's
right. It
Day.
does.
Yes. Happy Father's Day to both of you. Belated now.
Yes. Well, thank you.
How were your Father's Days?
Well, Forman, do you want to start?
Well, I got this card from my 10-year-old daughter, homemade card. Happy Father's
Oh.
Day, Papa.
Papa. Does she call you Papa?
No, but she is taking French immersion, so.
Okay. Yeah. I was
that
going to
makes
say, I
sense.
don't
Well,
recall her calling you Papa.
No. She might as well, though, now.
around the house, she doesn't call you Papa. does she?
No one's calling me Papa.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to start. Anyway, Papa.
And it's not just a card, it's a flip book of gifts.
Oh, a whole book of gifts. What
Yes,
is it,
I'm-
like coupons?
Yeah, I'm showing it off to the camera now, so when you see the video, you'll be able to see the little
Yes.
flip book that says
Okay.
your Father's Day is here. But it says only use one each, so use them wisely.
Okay.
Yes,
Don't
I
claim them all at once,
I
Papa.
seem to recall getting one of those at some point on a Father's Day. It's like getting a gift card, kind of. It's not a keg gift card, thank God.
Oh, keg gift card would be okay with me.
No.
I'd
There's
be
one.
okay with that.
Yeah.
Halifax buy and sell, $100 gift card for $80, Rachel. It's
Oh,
$80
I
for
would
a-
get that. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a steal of a deal.
Yeah,
$80
$80
for
at the
100.
keg. What
That's
does that
not
get
bad.
you at the keg?
2 dinners, probably.
No,
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
dinners.
Let's see, a burnt steak.
It's
Never
not
mind.
burnt.
Oh, yeah.
One and a
never
half
mind.
of
Oh
them.
my gosh.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Anyway,
First,
sorry.
what's
Gift?
in your coupon book?
Yes.
Did
what
the
do you
whole
got?
class make these, or did she just do this on her own?
No, she did it at home. I saw her.
Really?
You would keep walking by her room, and she's working there diligently at her
Oh.
desk, and she kept covering it up every time I would walk by for a few days.
Okay.
This was a multi-day project at home, so
Wow.
I'm very impressed.
Okay.
Ah, all right.
Great.
Yeah.
So.
Starting with free 10 minutes massage.
Ooh.
Great. Okay, that's
Ha-
lovely. How
have you-
relaxing.
Well, hold on a second. Hey, Papa, have you ever
Yes, Papa.
ever had a 10-year-old give you a massage before?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's a lot of there's
yeah.
a lot of poking and
Yeah, it's poking. It's not very aggressive. Well, it can be poking wise.
Yeah,
but
it
they
might be a
don't
little more
squeeze
aggressive than
very
you
well.
want. Yeah,
And the
but-
10 minutes really, thank goodness, only 1 minute.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
I don't
and-
know if she'll
Well,
set a timer.
she's offered you 10, Papa, but I think you'll
Papa.
probably be able to cut it off at about 1.5 because she'll be
Mhm.
tired. So
Isn't it
you'll be-
mon père? Isn't it just père? Or is
Papa.
that like father?
No,
and
I like
papa's
Papa
like
better.
dad? I
like
don't know.
Papa better.
Well,
All right,
it
what
was
else?
You
certainly-
should know that. Your kid's in French immersion.
She's in French immersion. I'm not.
Okay.
It will loosen me up for my 1-hour bubble bath.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Are you
How-
prone?
Does she run that for you, or how does
Good-
that work?
Good question. I don't. She's never
Okay.
seen me take one before.
Okay,
Yes, I was
gonna
going to
say,
ask
do
you,
like
Papa. Are you
bubble
prone
baths?
to bubble baths? Do you-
No, not in her presence. Not even in this house. Not in this province.
Okay.
from this province.
I don't know if this is like she's setting up candles, bubble bath, playlist situation. I don't know.
Nice.
I hope
Well,
she sets up a very romantic bubble bath.
you let
for
us know how that
alone.
goes.
Sure
But
will.
I would wait probably till the weather turns a little bit before you use that one. I would. That's
Colder?
just-
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it is Nova Scotia, and it's been quite chilly.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
maybe take the bubble bath after you get poked for a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. Yeah.
And then
Right.
I can have 2 hours of yes time from Harley.
Oh, so
Ooh.
she'll do whatever you want.
Well, there are some conditions on this one.
Oh, there's I
really?
see
What are
there's
the
a list at the
conditions? What
bottom.
are
List number 1, no asking for me to buy you things.
Okay.
No
Fair.
asking mommy and Emily.
they?
And no
Okay.
embarrassing things for her.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And she will.
Well,
she
that's
will
fair.
not be able to say no.
Apparently not, as
But if
long as
you
I
ask
stick to
her-
those rules.
You ask her, go clean your room. She has to do it.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
can
take
save her
advantage of that.
chores for that time.
That's a good one. Even
Yeah.
though there is a little fine print there, that's
Yes.
a good one. I like
Yeah,
that
There's
one.
a
That
lot
is
of pressure on me. Oh, like, when is Papa going to choose the exact right time to
Yes.
maximize this 2 hours
Maximize
of yes time?
it.
I think
Yeah.
you'll know. You'll know.
When the house is
It'll-
a disaster,
you'll
that's when
know.
you maximize your time.
It's generally when she's not thrilled with you and you're not thrilled with her, and maybe that's when it kicks in.
So Christmas.
You
Maybe,
maybe
maybe she'll
Papa.
rescind it
There you
if she's in a bad mood, though.
Well, that's fine. Then I can just have 1 hour of alone time watching a show with or without mommy.
Ooh, that's the best gift
go.
of
Hey, how about that?
That's the best gift.
How
You're gonna
about
leave me
that?
alone for an hour while you're awake? Great.
But I might be with or without mommy.
I would be without my spouse. I would be alone.
Yeah.
Just everybody leave me alone.
How do
That's a great gift.
How will
Yeah,
you
sure.
ever stay on top of what's going on with Blue Bloods?
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly. Yeah.
I've seen them all. I know what's going on with. Blue
Here's what I
Bloods.
think
I've
about
seen
that.
every episode.
I think that hour lasts about as long as the massage does.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yes.
think. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wonder
Go.
how long this will really last for. The next item is all night movie night with or without us, as like with or without the whole family.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Okay,
So you get to have
alright.
a movie night all night long. and
Could
stay
be
Wow.
with the family. I would prefer that, but then I'm going
Would
to have
you?
to combine that with the yes time so that everybody shuts up and watches the movie.
But you can only redeem one at a time. So
No
you
fighting
can't-
with your sister.
You can't
Wow.
combine those.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to combine all of that.
Stop
Yeah.
asking me what's happening. Just listen to what they're saying.
I used to do
Okay.
that all the time. And I remember my dad saying, Rachel, just keep watching. You'll understand.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
remember
guess we'll
that.
see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also
What are they
haven't seen this
doing?
movie.
Just wait. All right, go on.
Well, that's a
Papa.
great gift.
Go on. Papa.
No, there's two. There's two more.
Oh, there's more.
There's
Jeez,
two
wow,
more.
She went all out.
There's a trail near our house. It's a nice walking trail or biking or whatever. So
Mhm.
it's a trail walk with all of us, which is
Oh,
you know how hard it is to wrangle a full family walk
Yeah,
on a
that's
weekend.
mhm.
What an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that's not really a very nice gift.
No, again, it's gonna have to be
That's
combined with the
just-
yes time to stop fighting with
Yeah.
her sister.
That's exactly right. If
There's
it's said,
anytime we go on a trail walk, which is not often, there's so much whining and my feet hurt or my legs
Mhm.
hurt and are we done yet or
and
when do we
that's
get back
just
to the
fr-
car?
and that's just from you.
Yeah, that's just for me.
We're
Jeremy.
always in for like, well, ride your bikes because it'll be a lot easier on their legs than walking. No, I want to walk. And
Yeah,
I have
wanna
to carry
walk.
the
Yeah,
bike.
yeah,
And then you
Yeah.
say to
Oh,
the
yeah.
10-year-old to say, okay,
Wow.
you and your 6-year-old sister, you're going to bike together and mommy and dad are just walking. So stay together. Don't leave her alone. Always make
Yeah.
sure you're near each other. Harley's like, yep,
Yeah.
yep. Gone.
Yeah.
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 They don't stay together.
That's a tough one.
Final gift.
And
Jesus, this is stressful.
last one. Yeah, last one, Papa.
5 minutes of snuggle time with all of us.
Oh, that's so nice. It's sad that you have to redeem a
Jeez.
coupon to do that, but it's lovely.
Thanks for pointing that out.
And I think we're done. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's just like summer. You can't wait for it to get here, but by the time it ends, you're disappointed. Which is, Basically,
That is this podcast.
That's this podcast in a nutshell.
Well done, Papa.
Yes, it's
I
Dave.
have so many jokes. I feel like I could save.
Yeah, I know. Dave, Rachel, and Papa.
Papa.
Okay, well, you were discussing Papa's gift.
Yes,
for
how
Father's
was
Day.
your Father's Day, Dave?
Well, interestingly enough, Rachel,
Yes.
I got for Father's Day what I think all moms want for Mother's Day.
Oh, to be left alone? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I was right.
Yes.
That is what all mothers want.
It's not necessarily.
Take the kids and leave.
It's not necessarily what all dads want.
No?
No, not now. Well,
I think you're left alone
That's-
more often than we are, probably.
Yeah,
I only
know.
get an hour.
I get
yeah,
left.
your coupon.
I get left alone pretty much every day now. So
Well, yeah, that's
I
okay.
get a lot of alone time. So I appreciate the non-alone time. I do.
Yes.
I have somebody to talk to,
Right.
or somebody wants to yell at me.
Well, you have a
or-
teenager now, so it's different because she also wants alone time. My
Oh,
kids
yeah.
don't want alone time ever.
Oh, she wants all, and she gets lots of alone time. She gets lots. But so what happened was, for Father's Day was coming. We had plans. We were going to one of my favorite breweries. Does a brunch on Sundays. Nothing would make me happier than to go and enjoy a beverage
Beer brunch.
and yes, and have a beer brunch.
Yeah,
That's a great gift for Father's Day.
sure.
So
It's a
and
great gift, yeah.
and my teenager who normally works, we tell her school's important, so she's allowed to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no working because a lot of it's evening time, and she needs
Right.
to focus on her schooling. So she had taken Father's Day off, so she
Whoa.
wasn't working.
Hold on. She took Father's Day. Didn't she work on Mother's Day?
I believe so. Yes.
She took Father's Day
Well,
off.
because she knows that mothers want time alone.
Oh, so she knew Mom didn't want me around anyway, so I'll just work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they tend to be both like that. If neither one of them are here, they're happy. Sometimes I'll say, "Hey, to Mom? Have you spoken to Charlotte?" No. Oh, you're not planning on? No. Okay. And then I'll
Oh,
say
boy.
to Charlotte, "You talking to Mom?" No.
Well, they're just not talking
We-
at the moment, or
yeah,
they
we
hadn't
go-
talked that
We
day.
go through a lot of that here.
Right.
So
okay.
anyway,
I'm gonna have 2 of those in my house. So will Forman,
Yeah.
but you're not the
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Great.
here's the thing.
We can
So-
all hear your eye roll.
That's right. So Saturday night at roughly the exact same time, Father's Day Eve.
The most important eve of the season.
Well, pretty much this time of year. Father's Day Eve.
Hmm.
Both my wife and my daughter decided that they were going to work. They both got offered the opportunity to work Sunday, one of them for overtime, and the other just decided to take. So all of a sudden, at the exact same time, I got, "Do you mind if we're not around tomorrow?" I'm like, what do you mean we? Well, Charlotte wants to work, and they want me to come in and work some overtime. I'm like, oh, no, go ahead. It's okay.
Were you
I'll-
really sad though?
I'll spend Father's Day by myself.
Aw.
Well, it meant, I said, it was brunch, and they both
Brunch is
said,
off
well, you can go on your own. Yeah, that'll be fun.
for Father's Day.
Yeah, that'd be
Uh-huh.
fun. I'd really like
Well, you have
that.
friends there. Maybe you could meet up with
No,
them.
I don't feel like doing that. Anyway, so I, as it turned out, being by yourself on Father's Day isn't really that bad for me.
No,
It's
you, can,
really-
you can do whatever
it
you
turns
want.
out it's really not that bad. You can do whatever you want. Now,
Yes.
in fairness, my son and my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, Mary, all came over. It was a wonderful
Aw,
day.
That's nice.
We spent some quality time at the pool talking, and we had a very nice time while the other girls were working, and then and I enjoyed myself. I got a rock from my granddaughter,
That's cute.
a painted rock.
Yes.
Hey.
Top that.
Top that. Yeah. Nobody can top that.
Top that.
No.
Painted rocks from granddaughters. That's
Painted
the
rocks
best.
from my granddaughter.
Plus, what
Where
I
did you put the rock?
Yeah.
What?
Where am I going to put the rock?
Mm-hmm. In your garden?
Somewhere special.
Okay.
I'm not sure where yet.
All right.
I don't really even remember where it is, but I treasure it.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
And I assume you also got a T-shirt from Dave Jr. Shout out Highway 21.
Yes, there it is.
Oh,
Happy Father's
very
Day to Dad.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got a Highway 21 shirt that he did not have to pay for.
Great.
Nothing like a
Is that
free
new?
Yes, brand new. But
Oh,
just
good.
wore it today for the podcast.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Highway
Yeah.
21. Shout out.
Shout out.
That's his band. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a band. And so we had a lovely time, and then as an even better surprise for Father's Day, I was informed late in the afternoon when my daughter got home that she was going to drive the black truck with me in it to go pick up my favorite pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we would arrive home just in time for Mom to come home, and I could enjoy my favorite pizza for Father's Day.
And
Yeah.
that is the kitchen sink pizza
Oh, I love that kitchen sink. Yes.
from Joe Cool's.
Yes, exactly.
Very nice.
By the way, the trip in the black truck to get the pizza and return was, I think I would use the term hair raising. But other than that,
So Charlotte's got her G1, right? So she's driving,
yes.
but
we have
with
a
you
smaller,
in the car.
we have a smaller vehicle that she's very good at. She's
Okay.
driven us around quite a bit in that. There's
Yeah.
a lot of backseat driving happening when that happens.
Mhm.
It's usually not me,
Right.
but
Sure.
she's pretty good. She handles that pretty well. The black truck's a different issue. So hair raising would be, my
Driving down.
you know,
Does she
when you-
drive downtown?
There's
very often?
nothing like thinking it, on as you go on this little journey for Father's Day, Forman, that it may be your last.
Right.
There's just no. So anyway,
If I'm
but-
gonna die, it might as well be on Father's Day.
well,
eh?
yeah, put me away on Father's Day. I'll die happy. That's right. Anyway, that's Father's
Sounds
Day.
like an eventful day, Dave.
Oh
Yeah.
it was fun.
If it makes you feel any better, I thought it might have been somebody else's last Father's Day on Father's Day as I hosted my family, my mother, 2 different cousins, and cooked steak for them in the pouring rain.
Oh,
Oh, and went to my daughter's swimming show.
oh,
Yes, and everybody was at your house. They all came to visit.
Where's my alone time?
Right.
exactly.
Dave
There's
had a
nothing-
way better day than you.
There's nothing like nothing says Happy Father's Day more than having your mom stay. That's right. I know, Forman. I don't want you to.
Love her so much.
Is she still here?
No.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's like a long, hot, humid summer day without air conditioning. It's just hard to get through.
It's a little uncomfortable.
You can't wait for it to end. That's right. A little uncomfortable.
Riding it right up the crack of your ass.
That's right. That's what we are. We are Dave, Rachel, and
Oh
Papa.
my God, Papa.
Okay.
Do you know that it's been almost exactly 1 year? It's been a year since Dave and I left the radio station.
Yes.
So then that was kind of the last of us because Forman left before us.
Yeah.
Of course. Not of his own accord.
Yeah.
Not of his own volition. Anyway, so Dave and I left a year ago. And part of the reason I left was to be home more with the kids and do more stuff with them and enjoy the time while they're little because they're little. You can't get that time back. So
Plus, don't discount the fact that if Forman's not around, then give up.
then we just
That's
gave
right.
up and
That's right.
it was
Couldn't
no
handle
fun
it anymore.
No,
That's
of
right. We
course
just
couldn't
gave
handle
up.
it. Well, that
it took us
combined with waking
took
up
us
at
a-
3:30 was
Yeah.
literally no fun.
It took
ever.
us a year and a half to give up. But
Yeah.
yeah, about a year and a half.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a slog, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was slog. Sure. Sure. it was.
Anyways, so that being said, I went on my very first field trip with my daughter's class at school.
Okay. What's wrong with you?
I'm not sure. This was
Yeah.
the first time I ever did. I didn't I wasn't clamoring to go on a field trip, but I did go on it, and it was the kindergarten field trip. So we actually went to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, boy.
So hers came in. Her
Oh,
permission slip came in first, and I said, and she'd been bugging me to go on a field trip, and I
Now,
said, okay.
Did you have
I'll
to
do
get
that one.
cleared? Did you have to get?
Yeah, I already have the police check and everything because I'm in.
I will say that Jana at one point, but I think it was like grade 2 or 3 or somewhere along the line where she, because you constantly do get asked. When I say, why did you do that? But you do constantly, your kids will constantly, hey, Mom, can you chaperone?
Can you come?
Can you be the chaperone?
All the kids want their mom there, or their moms or dads.
Yeah.
There were lots of dads there too, actually.
Even the other parents will ask you, because the one mom down the street who always is volunteering is asking Ashley, like, "Hey, are you going to be at the spring fair?"
Oh,
no,
I know.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
No.
Well, as you know, I'm the vice president of the school Home and School Association.
Yeah,
so.
You better be there.
Yeah.
So I'm there. Yeah. So anyways, so her permission slip came in first. So I said, okay, Kendall, I'll go with you. She's in SK, senior kindergarten. And then Julia's came in the next week, but I'd already committed to Kendall. So I couldn't, and I have to take time off work. I got to book it off and tell clients I'm not available. And I just don't get paid that day. Right. So I said, so then Julia, the older one, was upset that I couldn't go on her grade 4 trip. So I said, oh, next year I'll go with you. But I think the grade 5s go to the Science Center in Toronto, and that will be a long day. So now I've gotten myself into something for next year.
It's a long bus ride, I'll tell you that.
It's a long bus ride.
A very long bus ride.
Anyway, that's next year's problem. So this year, the kindergartens went to Pinafore Park, actually, in St. Thomas. They just went there for the day. They had a pavilion. We ordered pizza. They had pizza and freezies for the kids.
25% more fun.
Yeah. Actually, it's a great park. They have a splash pad there and a ton of climbers, like the kids. And it was just free play.
I'm trying to figure out what you would do at Pinafore Park.
Well, they could bring their bathing suits and they could go in the splash pad, so they did. Oh yeah. And then
the playground is brand new and it's huge.
It's huge. They have tons of different little climber sets that you can play on.
I really miss school. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I didn't know school was like that.
The kids had a blast. Oh my gosh. There's 75 kids on this trip.
75?
Yeah. 3 classes.
70.
Yeah. Oh. And there was, I think, 6 parents in our class. So I had a group of 4 kids, so including my own. So 3 other kids. And one of them lives right next door. So I know him really well too. And then we had 2 other kids. So it was a great group of kids. But these kids just got to have free play all day, and they played hard. Like, they were whipped by the end. Every single one of them was so tired by the end of it. Kids that were falling asleep on the bus. There was this one little kid sitting beside me with his head up against the bus seat in front of him and his arms dangling, and he's just passed out. Like, he's just this little JK. Oh my gosh, the kids were exhausted. They played hard. But I think that at one point in the day, every kid in my group got hurt at least once.
I was going to say to you, the kids had a lot of fun and they had this and that. When
but
you
it's
say
chaos.
all that, but I'm pretty sure there were
friggin' chaos.
There would be a lot of crying, a lot of whining, a lot of
people were getting hurt all over the place, and the teachers, like, I don't know how the teachers do this all the time. They're just like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. Like but as a parent, you're very vigilant. So I spent most of the day not even running around necessarily, just kind of like keeping eyes on all these kids. And that is exhausting. And I'm like, I don't even care where my kid is, because if I lose my kid, whatever. If I lose someone else's kid, then like, you'll be in big trouble, right? Like, if my kid goes missing, nobody's coming after me. Well, they might come after me for that. But somebody else's kid goes missing that I'm responsible for? No, thank you. Okay. Anyway, so the teachers were there.
PTA slogan?
That's right.
Yeah, we won't lose your kid, but we might lose our own.
Yeah.
That's our slogan.
But again, we don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So the kids had a blast. I had one little guy in my group, and he could not remember my name. So he just kept calling me Mom. Because, like, somebody's a mom.
Mama?
He's like, Mom. I'm like, I think he's talking to me. Yes? You're a mom. It doesn't matter, right?
You seem to be prioritizing me over Kendall, so Mama.
Yes. Mama. Yeah. Anyway, the kids had a blast. So then we came home. Everybody's exhausted, kind of cranky because it's been a long day outside. It wasn't super hot, though. We lucked out with the
That's all
weather.
you need to tell. It's kind of cranky in a
Oh,
bus.
my gosh.
In
Yeah.
a bus with a bunch, 70
on the bus.
cranky
75
5-year-olds.
kids. Yeah,
70,
with parents
oh
and
boy.
teachers. And it was a
No
lot.
fun.
And then Kendall and I get home and we both just passed out on the couch. We just both slept for like an hour. We were both exhausted. And I wasn't even playing. I was just like looking around to try and spot everybody all the time. Like every so often you have to do a head count, right? It's a lot of chasing. It's a lot of, do you need your bathing suit on? Who needs to go pee? Okay, let's all trip to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. But I did it. I can say I did it. I probably won't do hers again for a while. Next year I got to do the other kid. I promised her.
That's the science center. That's a you really got to make sure you can lose your kid, as you've already told us, but
yeah,
try to
hopefully
keep track.
Yeah.
the other kids will be good. They're older. They'll be okay.
Well,
right?
try to keep track
Hopefully
of the other kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
When they
now I'm
scream
right
in
into
horror
the
at
mom
the-
life.
Yeah, they're gonna scream in horror at the Body Worlds exhibit.
Oh God. I might.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Papa.
Papa.
Quick shout out. This happened in between, when we record our podcast. But a great radio station met its demise over the last, since the last time the three of us got together and talked. I just, to anybody that ever worked, that ever listened, that ever enjoyed, and I grew up. I mean, all I ever wanted to do at one point in my life was to work at 1290 CJBK. I loved the call letters.
Super JBK.
Super JBK. It was an all-hit music station, one of the most successful ones. And it no longer exists. It
got turned off.
I was surprised.
In a flash, it was gone.
Yeah.
Gone with no reverence. No, not even a chance really to say goodbye, and which is really it's
sad.
just so sad. Anyway,
I have so many opinions on that because I have so many thoughts on that and a few other things related, but yeah, that was my very first job working there and in radio because they hired me to do the news on the weekends. And then I was doing BX and when it was BX and Easy Rock, Q97.5 at the time and 1410, which is also gone.
Now gone.
But they're getting rid of, the AM stations. And so I'm sorry for our former colleagues that we worked with who were there and are now out of work. And it's sad that I know talk radio isn't as popular, but I think it's important. And then also recently, Mohawk College and Loyalist College are reconsidering their broadcasting programs.
Wow.
So they have both put them on hold.
Wow.
And they are not accepting new students this year, in the next coming year, I should say, in September. And so I just think that that's so sad because I know that the traditional media is changing, not only in radio, but also television and print for sure, and has been for years. But I think that I think it's so important to have that credible and ethical way of communicating and reporting, both for journalism and just in communications in general, because you go to school to learn this stuff and you learn how to do it in an ethical way. And you do learn the ethics of communication and certainly journalism, which I did. And social media just doesn't fill that trustworthy void. I know people have so many opinions on news and media, and I don't trust the media. But I think that that's it. Just we're gonna have a void, of information and things that are going on in your communities. And I think that it's such a loss.
It is a loss in that regard. For me, it's more of personally. I was lucky enough, and the three of us have been lucky enough to do a job that I absolutely loved. Mm-hmm. I liked doing it. I always wanted to be on the radio, and I got the chance to be on the radio and listen to great radio stations like CJBK. And so many people went through that building who went on to bigger and better or smaller and tinier. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter. It was a great, great, great it held a great spot in my memory. I never got the chance.
It has
to work
a lot
there.
of history.
You're very lucky that you got to work there. I always wanted to. I didn't. But I'm just very sad. Sad that it's happening. Not surprised, but sad.
Yeah, it wasn't a moneymaker, but I think that it should be. I think things like that should be upheld despite not making money. I think that those kinds of platforms should be supported regardless.
There are ways to make it work, whether, it's how much effort do you want to put into making it work.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. It's very true. Anyway, at any rate, when we're talking about, speaking of, not making money, neither are we. So if you would like to sponsor the podcast.
Yes,
that's right. If you want to get a hold of us and think, boy, I want to be a part of that fun thing, go ahead, Dave Rachel Forman at gmail.com. Okay.
Yes, contact you can email us, DM us if you like. If you want to buy us a coffee, they're $5 each. You can do that, like a virtual coffee. buymeacoffee.com/underwhelming. That's our link if you feel so inclined. And thank you to all those who have already purchased us one.
Yes. Absolutely.
And we do videos as well too on YouTube, because Annie Schultz Breeden has said, "Oh my gosh, you guys, you're killing me. I can't believe that watching you is even funnier than just listening. Thank you so much for
you got that right.
These hilarious videos."
You're right.
You can watch full podcasts.
We are without question funny to watch.
Funny to look at.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we do miss radio. Forman is still in radio. I miss it, but I don't miss the hours for sure. So if you found us here, I'm glad that you have. As somebody has sent us a message, welcome back to the Three Amigos. I just got told from a friend about your new podcast. I'm going to be spending my Monday catching up, listening to them all. Looking forward to having some good laughs again. Have you done one on the Rachel's annual pool opening theatrics? I remember the morning show when Rachel told that story. It was hilarious. It's awesome you guys are back. We did not do a story about opening the pool. However, this year it went very smoothly, and there was no swearing or yelling at each other. And Jeremy.
I don't believe that.
I'm shocked.
I don't believe that.
Now, closing it this year, we actually aren't closing it ourselves because we're getting a new pool cover, so they are going to come. The pool company will come and close it for us.
Yeah, even
so
better.
I won't even have a story about that.
Even better. Nice.
It was fairly uneventful. I mean, after 10 years, I think we finally figured out how to do it.
Now, if you could figure out this dog.
Oh my God, the dog.
Yeah, because we get a message, somebody who's giving you words of encouragement. My dog was a terror for the first 2 years of his life, eating everything, chewing everything, nonstop energy. We did extensive training to correct several behaviors. Be patient with sweet Roxy. My dog is an angel now. Well, 97% of the time. I hope it gets better for Roxy and your family. It could end up being one of the best relationships you'll ever have. I hope you can prove Dave and Forman wrong. Yeah. I'm invested now.
Yeah. I'm invested. I know. Okay. Well, I will keep you posted because we're not going to get rid of her. We are going to keep her regardless of how she feels about Jeremy.
And regardless of how Jeremy feels about her.
Yes. He so badly wants her to like him. Like he tries. Anyway, we've gone for another training session and they gave us more tips and basically for her to get used to Jeremy, and it's treating her. He treats her. So we'll see how it goes.
You let us know. Okay.
Yeah. Like really, really small baby steps. Very like toe steps. That's what we're looking at here.
Shouldn't have got a dog.